The New York Yankees are entering a critical phase in their offseason, and fans are buzzing with anticipation over what could be one of the most transformative periods in recent franchise history. Cody Bellinger's future has become the centerpiece of conversation across Bronx communities, sports talk shows, and social media, and it's easy to understand why. After an incredible 2025 campaign, Bellinger has firmly established himself as not just a valuable player, but a cornerstone for the team's ambitions. Transitioning from the Chicago Cubs to Pinstripes, he produced a season that solidified his status among the elite in Major League Baseball. With 5.1 wins above replacement, 29 home runs, and 98 runs batted in, he matched numbers that only a handful of players in the league could achieve. This level of performance doesn't just happen. It reflects a combination of natural talent, disciplined preparation, and the ability to perform in high-pressure situations. The implications of retaining Bellinger extend far beyond individual statistics. His presence in the lineup, particularly behind Aaron Judge, creates a dynamic that pitchers cannot ignore. Judge, who himself captured yet another MVP award, benefits enormously from having a hitter like Bellinger on deck, forcing opposing pitchers to confront him rather than pitching around the team's captain. This strategic advantage magnifies the impact of both players, creating moments where games are won or lost based on the sequencing and depth of the Yankees' batting order. Analysts and insiders have noted that this synergy is one of the reasons Bellinger could command a multi-year deal, with estimates around 6 years, potentially reaching $30 million per season. Such an investment, totaling approximately $180 million, may seem substantial, but in the context of building a championship-contending roster, the return is measured not only in runs and wins, but also in sustained competitive advantage over rivals. Yet, the Yankees' front office is not solely relying on Bellinger's decision to stay in Pinstripes. Strategic planning has ensured that backup options exist should negotiations falter. Names like Kyle Tucker and Austin Hayes are circulating, each presenting distinct opportunities and challenges. Tucker's potential deal would be astronomical in financial terms, a commitment that requires careful deliberation, while Hayes offers a more budget-conscious alternative with legitimate power-hitting ability. Even more compelling, however, is the reality that rival teams, including the New York Mets, are actively pursuing similar targets. A competitive bidding environment in the Big Apple could escalate quickly, intensifying the stakes for Yankees management. For fans, the mere thought of Bellinger donning blue and orange instead of the iconic pinstripes evokes a sense of urgency and high emotion, underscoring why current predictions favor the Yankees as the most likely landing spot. The organization is further strengthening its roster through targeted acquisitions that balance experience, versatility, and cost-effectiveness. Akmed Rosario's return to the Yankees exemplifies this approach. While his one-year contract may not dominate headlines, the value he brings to the team cannot be understated. Last season, Rosario provided more than just consistent offensive production. His leadership and infectious energy in the dugout were instrumental during the playoff push. Hitting 3 doubles, 1 home run, and driving in 5 runs across 16 games, Rosario's statistics were solid, but his presence as a motivator and energizer created a clubhouse atmosphere that propelled teammates to perform at their highest level. His ability to connect with younger players while maintaining competitive intensity highlights his importance beyond the box score. Rosario's versatility on the field is another crucial asset. Capable of playing multiple infield and outfield positions, he provides manager Aaron Boone with options to adjust lineups strategically based on matchups and situational needs. The capacity to move seamlessly between third base, second base, right field, and shortstop allows the Yankees to optimize defensive alignment without sacrificing performance. For a roster that faces rigorous schedules and potential injuries, having a player like Rosario ensures that the team remains competitive throughout the long season. His ability to hit left-handed pitching effectively addresses a previous vulnerability, giving Boone the flexibility to balance the lineup and maintain offensive consistency regardless of the starting pitcher. While roster improvements are ongoing, the Yankees are also eyeing major moves to secure long-term pitching stability, particularly with the early season rotation challenges looming. With injuries sidelining Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodwan, and Clark Schmidt, the team is exploring the possibility of acquiring Cincinnati Reds ace Hunter Greene. Greene represents a rare combination of elite velocity, strikeout capability, and proven performance, boasting a career strikeout rate that ranks among the best in modern baseball history. Despite limited appearances in 2025 due to injuries, his earned run average of 2.76 reflects his elite-level talent and ability to dominate games at the highest level. The potential addition of Greene could immediately elevate the Yankees' rotation to one of the most formidable in Major League Baseball, combining him with a healthy Cole, Rodwan, Schmidt, and rising star Lewis Gill. The outcome would be a rotation capable of challenging any opponent on any given day, positioning the Yankees as strong favorites for the World Series. However, the price of acquiring a talent like Greene is steep. Proposals suggest that top prospects, including George Lombard Jr. and Elmer Rodriguez, could be required as part of a trade package. This would represent a significant gamble, sacrificing organizational depth and future team control to address a current need. It presents a philosophical challenge for management. Should the team prioritize immediate championship contention while potentially compromising long-term sustainability, or should they maintain the farm system's integrity and rely on developing talent to fill future gaps? For Yankees leadership, this decision requires weighing the rare window of opportunity provided by Aaron Judge in his prime and the competitive landscape of the American League East against the value of homegrown prospects who could become franchise cornerstones. The intensity of these decisions, from Bellinger's potential multi-year deal to Rosario's return and the speculative Greene acquisition, underscores the calculated strategy guiding the Yankees' offseason. Every move is deliberate, focused on blending proven talent with rising stars, balancing financial considerations with performance, and ensuring that the team remains competitive not just for one season, but for the sustained pursuit of its 20th championship. The choices made now will resonate deeply once the season begins, shaping not only the roster but the culture, energy, and confidence of the Bronx Bombers as they seek to uphold their legacy in one of the most storied franchises in professional sports history. Yet, relying too heavily on prospects carries inherent risks. The transition from minor league competition to the rigor of the major leagues is never guaranteed. Even elite-level players can struggle with the mental and physical demands of a long season, particularly in a division as competitive as the American League East. Injuries, fatigue, and the challenge of consistently facing elite pitching can expose weaknesses, and management must carefully balance playing time to ensure young talents are set up for success without compromising immediate team goals. This strategic balancing act is precisely what makes the Yankees' offseason maneuvers so fascinating. Every decision carries layers of implications, influencing not only who will be on the roster opening day, but also how the team will approach July trades, playoff positioning, and the long march toward October baseball. Adding to the intrigue is the role of players like Akmed Rosario, whose return is emblematic of the Yankees' philosophy of blending experience, energy, and versatility. Rosario's contributions last season extended far beyond statistics, fostering cohesion and competitive fire in the clubhouse. His ability to hit left-handed pitching at an impressive clip gives Boone more flexibility when facing tough opponents, and his defensive versatility allows the team to maximize matchups late in games. In many ways, Rosario exemplifies the type of strategic addition that the Yankees prioritize. Players who can enhance both the tangible and intangible aspects of the team, boosting the performance of stars while mentoring younger athletes who are learning the nuances of playing in a high-pressure environment. His presence may seem subtle on paper, but the influence he exerts on team morale and in-game dynamics can be the difference between narrow victories and crushing defeats. Meanwhile, the discussion around pitching depth and rotation stability remains at the forefront of off-season planning. With Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodwan, and Clark Schmidt sidelined at the start of the season, the Yankees face a considerable challenge in structuring a starting rotation capable of contending in the first 2 months. The potential acquisition of Hunter Greene, while audacious, reflects a proactive approach to a problem that cannot be ignored. Green's combination of velocity, strikeout ability, and consistent performance, even after injury setbacks, makes him one of the most attractive pitchers available. If the Yankees were able to integrate Green into the rotation alongside Lewis Gill, Cole, and Rodwan once healthy, the team would possess arguably the most formidable starting staff in the league. This hypothetical scenario paints a picture of dominance in the regular season, creating matchups that force opposing teams into uncomfortable strategic decisions. However, the trade-off for immediate pitching excellence comes with the cost of depleting the Yankees' farm system. Trading top prospects like George Lombard Jr. and Elmer Rodriguez would remove cornerstone pieces that could anchor the franchise for more than a decade. Lombard, with his combination of skill, intelligence, and makeup, projects as a future star capable of contributing at an all-star level for years to come, while Rodriguez has the potential to develop into a frontline starter in his own right. The loss of such prospects will be felt across multiple levels, limiting the team's flexibility for future trades and contract negotiations. Management must weigh the allure of immediate contention against the strategic imperative to preserve the organization's long-term competitive position. At the same time, the Yankees' ability to cultivate continuity among existing roster players is another factor shaping the team's prospects for success. The retention of familiar faces like Tim Hill, Trent Giesham, Ryan Yarrow, Paul Blackburn, Oswaldo Capra, and Clark Schmidt ensures a base of experience and institutional knowledge that is often undervalued. Players who have spent a full season navigating the rigors of Yankee Stadium, travel, and division play bring insights and stability that younger players must learn to adapt to over time. Maintaining this continuity allows Boone to construct lineups with confidence, knowing that the foundation of the roster has already proven capable of executing at a high level. This approach reduces uncertainty and enhances the team's ability to respond to injuries or slumps during the season, ensuring that the Yankees are not forced into reactive decision-making under pressure. The strategy of combining proven talent, versatile veterans, and high-upside prospects reflects a holistic philosophy that extends beyond mere statistics. Baseball is as much about chemistry, leadership, and situational awareness as it is about numbers on a sheet. Boone and the front office are meticulously crafting an environment where each player's strengths are leveraged, weaknesses are mitigated, and team cohesion is maximized. Players like Rosario, who provide leadership and energy, and Jones, who represents the future of the franchise, together with stars like Judge and Bellinger, create a multidimensional roster capable of sustaining both regular season excellence and deep playoff runs. Every decision, from contract negotiations to potential trades, is made with an eye toward creating a roster that can adapt, evolve, and dominate across a long and grueling season. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, whispers are growing louder that Alex Bregman, the star infielder long associated with Houston, has officially donned the iconic pinstripes of the New York Yankees. While neither team has confirmed the details, sources close to the situation hint that the Yankees are making a serious push to reshape their lineup around a new kind of power and versatility, and Bregman could be the missing piece. The idea of Bregman in New York sparks instant speculation about what this could mean for the Yankees infield. Known for his consistent bat, smooth glove, and ability to handle pressure in the biggest moments, Bregman brings a level of sophistication at the plate that has made him a perennial all-star. Yankees fans are already dreaming of the potential lineup combinations, imagining the synergy he could create alongside their existing stars. The mere thought of Bregman patrolling third base at Yankee Stadium, swatting long balls into the right field bleachers, has sent social media into a frenzy. Yet, as with all high-profile speculations, questions abound. How will the transition affect Bregman's production? Will the pressure of the pinstripes elevate him or weigh him down? New York is a notoriously unforgiving baseball town, where expectations are sky-high and scrutiny is relentless. Some insiders argue that Bregman's poise and leadership could make him a natural fit, potentially even a cornerstone around which the Yankees plan to rebuild or reinforce their roster for the coming seasons. Others caution that the bright lights of the Big Apple can be a double-edged sword, noting that the league's toughest pitchers might see him as the next big target to exploit. Financial implications also fuel the rumor mill. Sources suggest the deal could be one of the more substantial in recent Yankees history, signaling a willingness to invest heavily in talent to maintain a competitive edge. This aligns with New York's long-standing strategy: combine marquee signings with homegrown talent to chase another championship. Meanwhile, Houston fans are left wondering about the team's next move, potentially reshaping their roster in response to the loss of a franchise cornerstone. Whether all of this will materialize into a finalized deal remains uncertain. But one thing is clear: the prospect of Alex Bregman in pinstripes has already ignited the imagination of baseball enthusiasts nationwide. Rumors like these may swirl endlessly, but if true, the Yankees might have just added a player capable of redefining their lineup and sparking a new era in the Bronx. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.